point. The one change is the 8-hitter. It's Michael Martinez instead of Diego Gariz. So here's Shedlong Jr., former Seattle Mariner. Long digs in, he's ready. Mort's ready. First pitch, popped up, foul territory along third. That'll make the seats, and we're underway. Home plate umpire Antonio Pinzone. At first base is Marty Bauer. Second base, Scott Hart. And Derek Whitfield, who was behind the plate last night. He's at third. Umpires rotated clockwise. 0-1. Just misses inside, 1-1. Game number 128 of the Atlantic League season. Next offering. Fouled off the other way, 1-2. Last night, Long went 2 for 5 with a pair of stolen bags. Also a run scored. And that run ended up being a go-ahead and eventual winning run. It was in the top of the 10th inning. Mort's 1-2. Misses upstairs. A couple things about Mort. He takes a long time between pitches. And also has a high leg kick. He has been susceptible to the stolen base this year. A lot of runners steal against Mort. 2-2, grounded first base side foul. And they'll do it again. A must-win game for the Honey Hunters as they trail the series 1-0, best of 5 at curveballs foul back. Still 2-2. Let's take you through the Gastonia defense behind Mort, left to right in the outfield. Davidson, Jarrett, and De La Rosa, who had an outfield assist last night. Left to right in the infield, Hoover, Reinheimer, Santa, and Washington. Scott Meneas catching Mort, and Jason Rogers is the DH. Long looking, now the next 2-2 to the lefty. High pop-up on the infield, right side. Washington under it. Backs up, makes the catch on the outfield grass. 1 away.
The shortstop, number 10, Ryan Grocha.
First out of the ball game. That brings up the shortstop, Ryan Grotjohn. Mort's first pitch to Grotjohn, taken downstairs. The shortstop went 0 for 4 with a walk, also a run scored last night. That was following Long's run scored in the 10th inning. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1. Lancaster defeated Long Island in Game 1 of the North Division Championship Series last night. Barnstormers looking to make it a 2-0 series lead against the Ducks. That's cut on a missed. Count 1-2. That game also just underway. Tomorrow is an off day. And then this weekend, Gastonia will be in High Point. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, of course, Saturday, Sunday, if necessary. Mort's 1-2. Breaking balls low. The count 2 balls and 2 strikes on the shortstop, Grotjohn. He made the costly error last night. Throwing error that allowed Manet to get into scoring position, and then De La Rosa knocked him in a couple batters later. Only run scored in the game for the Hunters. That's grounded to second, backhanded by Santa. Plenty of time and makes the play. 2 away. Two up, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Here comes Aklinski. Opening offering to the Rockers' right fielder. Strike one. Klinsky went 0 for 4 with a walk and a strikeout in game 1 of the series. Oh, 1. Grounded left side past the diving Reinheimer into left field. 2-out single for Klinsky.
The designated hitter, number 22, Quincy Lattimore.
First base runner of the game is a Klinsky, and he is certainly a threat to steal. He stole 31 out of 34 this year. So we'll see if he goes against Mort. She likely will, given Mort has that high leg kick. First pitch not going, taken upstairs. The batter now, Quincy Lattimore, cleanup hitter and DH. He went 1 for 5 last night. Next offering, another pitch high, 2-0. Lattimore was batting with bases loaded and 1 out when he hit the comebacker to the mound. Throw home was not in time, so it was an RBI fielder's choice. That's foul back. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lattimore also scored a run, struck out a couple times. Mort's four-seam fastball at around 91, 92 miles per hour. Curveball in the low 80s. Runner goes. Pitch outside. Throw to second, not nearly in time. Stolen bag for Klinsky. So he's in scoring position with 2 outs and a 3-1 count on Lattimore. On deck wheel if Lattimore reaches. Here comes the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Slider low and away that he chased. And the count's full. And his slider sits at around 85 miles per hour. Here comes the payoff pitch to Lattimore. Grounded foul off of third, rolling slowly about halfway between the Gastonia dugout and bullpen. And they will do it once more. Mort looking to get out of the opening frame unscathed. The right-hander's next 3-2. Fastball in there for strike 3. Mort gets Lattimore down looking, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on second. It's High Point nothing, and Gastonia coming to bat on the Honey Hunters Baseball Network. Zach Mort with a scoreless top of the first onto the bottom half of the inning, where the lefty Justin Nicolino throwing his warm-up pitches. He's a 31-year-old southpaw from Orlando, drafted in the second round by the Toronto Blue Jays in 2010, out of high school. Pitched for the big league Marlins team back 2015 through 17. And now making a Game 2 start against Gastonia, trying to help his team have a commanding 2-0 series lead. Nicolino will face Reinheimer, Rogers, and Jarrett. Top three for the Hunters. First pitch to Reinheimer. Swing and a miss. Nicolino did not pitch between August 4th and September 14th. Well over a month. When he came back on the 14th, went 3 1/3 innings, gave up 4 runs. That's off the plate, 1-1. That was on Thursday against York. So clearly not red hot like a Brandon Liebrandt or Zach Morter or Gunnar Kahns have been. Next pitch. High pop-up, shallow right. Towards the line goes Aklinski into foul ground, and it falls between him and Wheel. Aklinski and Wheel converged. Lands it halfway between them. And that is just strike 2 on the shortstop. Reinheimer had a great game at the plate last night. Went 2 for 3 with a walk, a stolen base, also a strikeout. But he reached base 3 times. His first 3 times. Stepped up to the dish. That's downstairs, 2-2. Reinheimer with spectacular numbers on the season against High Point. He hit .333, almost an 1100 OPS. 4 homers in 10 games. That's low. 3-2. On deck, Jason Rogers. The Gastonia offense severely struggled last night. Just 1 run against High Point pitching. Payoff is lined on a hop to Grotjean. Backhands, throws to first, not in time. Didn't get much on the throw because he fell down in the process. He was on the outfield grass. That's going to be an infield hit for Reinheimer. So Reinheimer reaches. It was on the backhand by Grotjean. He fired a first on a couple hops in front of Wheel. So Reinheimer is aboard. Here's Jason Rogers. Had a rough game last night. First pitch. Fastball strike. That was just over the outside corner. Rogers went 0 for 4. He hit into 2 inning-ending double plays. Broke his bat a couple times. 0-1. Check swing. He did not go, according to Bauer. Count 1-1. Now, despite the Gastonia offense struggling last night, they had a phenomenal season against High Point pitching. Hit .274 with an .827 OPS against the Rockers this year. That's foul back. Gastonia hit 34 home runs in 21 games against their rival. But last night, High Point pitching shut them down. Big credit to Brandon Liebrandt, who had a dominant outing. Southpaw's 1-2 in there for strike 3. It was called at knee level by Pinzone. Rogers did not like that call. Rogers, a hitter who does not strike out a ton, but he is rung up there by Pinzone. 1 away. Here is Zach Jarrett with Reinheimer on first, 1 out. Opening offering. Swing and a miss. Jarrett went 0 for 3 with a walk and a K last night. He hit 17 home runs with runners on base, 355 clip, over an 1100 OPS. Reinheimer goes, pitch outside, here's the throw to second. It's not in time. Stolen base for Reinheimer, his second of the series. So now runner in scoring position. Gastonia offense rarely cashed in last night with these opportunities. Only man to cash in was Eric De La Rosa. 1-1 to Jarrett. Swing and a miss. It gets by the catcher Taylor. Over to third. Goes Reinheimer. Went all the way to the backstop. And now the potential first run of this game, 90 feet away. That's going to be a passed ball on Taylor. Hit off his glove. And the infield comes in for the Rockers. Here comes the 1-2. Line foul the other way. They'll do it again. Reinheimer leading off of third base, 1 out, bottom of the first inning. Just underway here at Caramon Health Park. Gastonia trying to strike first tonight. Next pitch, line foul down the left field line. It was a sharp liner, but was foul the whole way. Jarrett hit .365 with runners in scoring position. Him and De La Rosa have both been sensational in the clutch. Next offering, swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew a fastball right by him for out number 2. Back-to-back Ks for Nicolino. And that brings up the catcher Manea. Manea went 1 for 4 with a run scored in game 1. First pitch to him. Strike at the knees. Let's take you through the High Point defense with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Left to right in the outfield, Yo, Burt, and Aklinski. On the infield, Martinez, Grotjohn, Long, and Wheel. As the next pitch popped up foul the other way, 0-2. Bo Taylor is catching Nicolino, and Quincy Lattimore is the designated hitter. 0-2 count on Manea. Nicolino trying to get out of trouble. Lefty's next offering, grounded foul at the plate. And they will do it again. Manea, just like Rogers, rarely strikes out. 60 walks, 48 Ks in the regular season. And he takes low and inside. Each team with no runs, each team with 1 hit. Zach Mort watching from the dugout, hoping his team can give him an early advantage. 1-2. That just misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Very close to clipping that inside corner, but a bit in on Manea. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Scoreless contest thus far. Next pitch from Nicolino. Popped up foul, out of play. And the count's still 2-2. Gastonia making the lefty work in the frame, already over 20 pitches. Here comes the next offering. Grounds it, base hit, right field. Reinheimer scores. RBI single for Scott Manea, and that gives Gastonia an early 1-0 lead. Manea comes through with a big hit. Hunter strike first tonight. A couple singles in the frame against Nicolino. And still 2 outs, 1 on for Braxton Davidson. First pitch in this lefty-lefty matchup. Swing and a miss. So back-to-back games, Gastonia starts with 4 straight righties against the southpaw. Something that Goose Gozer doesn't normally do. Usually whether it's a lefty or righty pitcher. He likes stacking righty and lefty. Next offering, grounded foul off himself. Count now 0-2. That is a humongous hit by Manea, giving the team some momentum after last night. Davidson went 0 for 4 with the strikeout in game 1. And now he's behind in the count 0-2. The pitch, low and away. Gastonia used 6 pitchers, including Cons last night, so 5 out of the pen. High Point used 4, 3 of them out of the bullpen. That's taken just low and outside. Did not miss by much. Count now 2-2. That was pitch number 27 for Nicolino. Next offering, foul back. Davidson, a former first-round draft pick, taken 32nd overall by the Atlanta Braves in 2014. Drafted out of high school. Was in their system from 2014 through 18. Started this year with the Chicago Dogs of the American Association and has been one of the best hitters in the Atlantic League. Next pitch outside, the count's full, and that releases Manea from first. On deck, De La Rosa. We all know what he can do with runners on base. So Manea will go from first. Payoff pitch to Davidson. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A bit out in front of the off-speed pitch, and that ends the inning. But Scott Manea gives Gastonia an early advantage. 1-0 Hunters after 1. We're back here at Caramon Health Park, where Gastonia has a 1-0 lead over High Point, thanks to Scott Manet's RBI single, scoring Reinheimer. Mort's first pitch of the inning, line foul sharply into the corner and left. Count 0-1 on Xander Wheel. It'll be Wheel, Taylor, and Yo in the frame against Gastonia's right-hander. Zach Mort, the strikeout king of the ALPB, but it was Nicolino who struck out 3 Honey Hunters in the opening inning. That's cut on a miss, 0-2. Nicolino, Cade, Rogers looking, Jarrett swinging, and also Davidson fanning to end the inning. But the other 2 hitters he faced each singled, and the Hunters have the early lead. 0-2. Popped up behind the plate, that'll make the seats. Wheel stays alive. Last night he went 1 for 3 with a sac fly in the 10th inning. That gave the Rockers a 3-1 lead, one they held on to. Also a walk and a K. Mort's next pitch. High pop up on the infields. Salta near the second base bag makes the catch. 1 away.
The batter for the Rockers is the catcher, number 13, Bo Taylor.
That brings up the catcher, Bo Taylor. Last night, Taylor went 1 for 5 as he swings and misses at the opening offering. He gave High Point its lone run through 9 innings. RBI single in the 4th. Also a strikeout on the evening for Taylor. He takes low, 1-1. 1 out top of the 2nd, 1-0 Honey Hunters over the Rockers. Gastonia trying to even the series up at a game apiece. Next offering from Mort. Swing and a miss. That was elevated. Taylor chased, 1-2. Well, Lancaster has scored in each of the first 2 innings. Barnstormers picking up where they left off last night. They're looking to take a commanding 2-0 series lead on the Ducks. Mort's 1-2. Just misses inside. Count even at 2-2 on Taylor. Long set at the belt by Mort. Looks in. And now deals. Fastball just inside. The count's full. On deck, Daigong Yo. Taylor played in Major League Baseball for the Athletics, Blue Jays, and Guardians. 2018 through 2020. That's grounded, and it's scooped by Washington smoothly. He takes it himself. 2 down. Washington's so smooth over there at first base. He picks throws from his infielders with ease and made that look easy. So 2 up, 2 down in the frame. That brings up the left fielder, Yo. Coming off a phenomenal game yesterday. He reached base all 4 times. First pitch, fouled off the other way. Went 2 for 2. A single, a double. Also, a couple walks. (0-1) in the dirt. 1-1. 1 run on a couple hits for Gastonia. No runs on 1 hit for High Point. Honey Hunters emptied their bullpen last night. But before the game, Goose Gasso said that Zach Westcott is available to go. That breaking ball misses high. And also Grant Larson will be ready to come on in relief of Mort. 2-1 to Dai Gong Yo. Taking just below the knees, 3-1 on deck, Michael Martinez. Another long set, his next pitch, foul back, 3-2. Mort looking for a 1-2-3 second inning. Yes, 1-0 lead, the first lead Gastonia has this series. They never led last night. Mort's payoff, lined foul. And they will do it once more. So just like Gastonia is making Nicolino work, or at least they made him work in the first inning, Zach Mort approaching 40 pitches here in the second. Next one, grounded to short. Easy play for Reinheimer, and he makes it to end the inning. 1-2-3, down go the Rockers in the second. 1-0 Gastonia after 1.5 on the Honey Hunters Baseball Network.
Gastonia Honey Hunter strikes out a rocker. K will be put in the K zone. And the K is right side up. That means the batter was struck out swinging. And the K placed upside down. The batter was struck out looking. Keep an eye out on the K zone. If the Honey Hunters get 10 strikeouts, everyone in the K zone will get 15% off phone change, courtesy of Mazda Gastonia. Next page.
Bottom of the second, it'll be De La Rosa, Washington, and Santa against Justin Nicolino. The lefty struggled in the first. Opening offering at the frame, in there for strike one. De La Rosa responsible for the only run of the game for the Hunters last night. RBI single in the bottom of the fourth inning. Went 1 for 4 in the contest. Next pitch, outside. Nicolino threw 30 pitches in the first. His next one, outside, 2-1. De La Rosa has been great with runners in scoring position all season long. Had a 988 OPS during the year, and capitalized in his first opportunity of the postseason last night. driving in Manea from second. Foul that pitch off. The count 2-2 on the right fielder. Also certainly surprising through the first 11 innings of Gastonia offense. No home runs so far. That's cut on a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 4 already for Nicolino. The Honey Hunters in 2023 had more homers than any other team in Atlantic League history. 220 long balls in 126 games. But so far, no homers. Here's David Washington, responsible for 22 out of those 220, and he takes low. The lefty slugger went 0 for 4, a couple punch outs last night. He had 6 home runs in 9 games against the Rockers. High fly ball, deep left center field. That's gonna go! There it is! The first home run of the series is off the bat of David Washington. 2-0 Gastonia. Washington with a no-doubter. And it's all Honey Hunters so far tonight. As that brings up Kevin Santa. Another lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch shows bunt, bunts it foul. He bunted it straight back and also showed it at the last second, trying to catch the High Point defense off guard. Oh, 1. Called strike 2. Seemed like that was a bit high, but Pinzone calls it strike 2. 0-2 on Santa. 1 out here in the bottom of the second, and now it is 2-0 Honey Hunters. Next pitch. This is inside. Washington had the most home runs in the second half of any player in the ALPB, 22. And he continues his slugging. His first hit of the postseason being a long ball. That's high, 2-2. Santa went 0 for 4 last night. Was primarily a 2-hole hitter, now hitting 8th in the playoffs. That's chopped up the middle and through for a base hit into center field. Santa around first, took a wide turn, but it'll stay right there. A 1-out single for Santa. And that brings up Hoover. So Washington and Santa each pick up their first hits of the series. Well, here's how it's gone so far for the Gastonia offense. 4 hits, 4 strikeouts. First pitch to Hoover, taken up and away. And Taylor wants to talk things over with the lefty pitcher. Honey Hunters making Nicolino work as he's thrown over 40 pitches. Just 1 out in the second. Mort's thrown 38, so his pitch count certainly in better shape than Nicolino's. Also, Santa's certainly a threat to steal. He swiped 26 out of 30 in the regular season. Conference over. It'll be a 1-0 to Hoover. Here comes. Swing and a miss out in front of an off speed. Hoover went 1 for 4 That one being a double last night, also struck out once. Great home numbers here at the Gas House. Hit .290. Runner goes. Pitch outside. Here's a throw to second. Not nearly in time. Stolen base for Kevin Santa. And he's in scoring position. Just one out. Second stolen base off Nicolino. So Santa leads off second now. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Count 2-2. On deck, Reinheimer. Two balls and two strikes on the third baseman, Jake Hoover. Santa goes. Pitch foul back. Got a great jump as he was trying to steal third, but Hoover fouls it off. So he retreats to second. Santa trying to get a big lead. Next pitch, grounded foul. Right behind Reinheimer, who's standing in the on-deck circle. Lefty set, looks back at Santa. Now looks at the plate. Santa trying to get a big lead. Next pitch, outside, 3-2. First base open. On deck is Jack Reinheimer. Nicolino trying to keep this just a one-run inning. Check swing. He went around and fell down in the process, and that is strike three. Pitch was low and inside. Hoover unable to check his swing, and that is strikeout number 5 for Nicolino. Every single out has been via way of the K so far for the lefty. Here's Reinheimer. Singled, stole, and scored in the first. Pitch, high fly ball, left center. DJ Burt walks over and makes the catch to end the inning. But David Washington adds to his team's lead with the first long ball of the 2023 postseason. Washington goes yard, 2-0 Hunters after 2.
Gastonia's hitting staff is responsible for 1,167 strikeouts this season, the second most ever behind Long Island's 2019 record. The Hunters' slugging percentage is the second highest in the district among the 2019 record. Additionally, the Hunters have had 11 contracts purchased this season. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for your Gastonia Honey Hunters.
Zach Mort now has a 2-0 cushion as we enter inning number 3. He will face 8-9-1 for the Rockers, starting off with Michael Martinez. First start of the series for the switch hitter, batting lefty against the righty Mort. First pitch, strike one. Martinez pinch hit for Goris last night, and he grounds it out. That was in the 9th inning. 0-1, breaking ball's low. Martinez, a long-time big leaguer, was with the Phillies from 2011 through 13, and with the Pirates, Cleveland, Boston, also Tampa Bay. That's a high fly ball, left fields, over toward the line goes Davidson, makes the catch. One down.
The center fielder, number 2, DJ Burt.
5 straight retired for Mort. He's coming off the perfect second frame. And here's the 9-hitter, DJ Burt. First pitch. High fly ball to right and deep. De La Rosa back at the warning track. Makes the catch just in front of the wall for a long out, number 2. So a couple of flyouts off Mort to start the frame. 6 straight retired for the right-hander. 2 down in the 3rd. This is exactly what you want if you're Goose Gauza right now. Want quick outs for Mort. Need him to give you a lot of length. First pitch to Shed long, outside. Long popped out to first to lead things off against Mort. 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. Just one high point base runner so far. That was Ben Aklinski, who singled and then stole second and was stranded there. That was in the opening frame. Check swing. Did he go? He did, according to Whitfield. Count now 1-2. Mort trying to have a very quick 3rd inning. And Long, who recognizes that, calls timeout. Mort is set at the belt. Here comes the 1-2. Taken low. 2 runs on 4 hits for the Hunters. No runs, just 1 hit for the Rockers. Top 3. Game 2 of this best 3 out of 5 series. Next pitch, lined down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. 1 hop, a couple hops off the wall. Long goes to second. He gets there standing up, and he has himself a 2-out, 2-bagger. Second hit of the game off Mort. And now a runner in scoring position for Grosjean. Grosjean grounds it out to second his first time up. Takes a fastball in there for strike 1. We had a crowd of 1,326 last night. Seems like there are certainly more fans in the stands tonight. Mort's 0-1. Swing and a miss. That was downstairs. The shortstop chased. And the count is now 0-2. Just like Long did when he got into a 2-strike count, Grosjean uses his timeout. Mort set. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that ends the inning. 3 scoreless innings for Mort. And the Honey Hunters lead 2-0 after 2.5. Great start so far for Zach Mort and the Gastonia offense against Justin Nicolino. 2-3-4 for the Hunters, starting off with Jason Rogers. Lefty's first pitch in the dirt. So far, 3 scoreless innings for Mort. He's allowed 2 hits, no walks. He struck out 2. Whereas Nicolino's allowed 2 runs, 1 in each of the frames. Here's 1-0. This is high. A Scott Manea RBI single and a David Washington solo home run make up the 2 Gastonia runs. (2-0) from the southpaw, in there for strike 1. Rogers struck out looking his first time up, a call he did not agree on. Pin zone rung him up. Rogers rarely strikes out. This year with Lincoln, walked 29 times, struck out just 18. Check swing. He did go, according to Marty Bauer. Count 2-2. Next pitch, fastball in there for strike 3, and another strikeout for Nicolino, number 6. Second of Rogers. Rogers now 0 for 6 in the series. That brings up Jarrett. He went down swinging his first time up. That's a high fly ball. Right field and deep. Oklinski back to the track, to the wall. It's gone! Solo homer for Zach Jarrett. 3-0 Gastonia. Gastonia went 11 innings without a home run. And now in back-to-back frames, they have launched balls against Justin Nicolino. They have teed off against the lefty. First Washington, now Jarrett. Jarrett with 25 regular season homers, tied for the most on the team. That's line left field, base hit. One hop off against the wall by Manea. He rounds first, he'll stay right there. Good job by Yo getting the ball in. A one-out single for Manea, and he is 2 for 2. Here's Braxton Davidson, the other man who had 25 home runs on the year. Manea on first base, hit an RBI single in the first, and now a single off the left field wall here in the third. First pitch, grounded, base hit right field. Down the line, Manea around second. He'll get to third, and stopping at first with the singles, Davidson. Here comes that Gastonia offense. Runners on the corners with one out. And already up 3-0. 3 consecutive hits off Nicolino. And here comes Eric De La Rosa. De La Rosa has hit spectacularly with runners on in 2023. Showcased that last night with the RBI single. And now he bats with 2 on, 1 out, trying to add to a 3-0 advantage. First offering, line to right center field. Over goes Aklinski. He makes the catch. Tagging is Manea. Here comes the throw home. It's not in time. Manea scores. Sac fly for De La Rosa, and that makes it 4-0 Honey Hunters. So for the second straight game, De La Rosa knocks in Manea. Davidson stays at first, now 2 down for Washington. Two runs scored for Gastonia here in the third. First pitch to Washington. Fastball strike 1. He took Nicolino deep last inning. Hit the first of now 2 Honey Hunter homers. 0-1. Waves and misses. 0-2. Next offering, this is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Washington's home run traveled 375 feet, 102 miles per hour off the bat. Runner goes, he's picked off. Davidson trying to go to second, and he is thrown out. That's going to be 1-3-6. Davidson was trying to steal, and he was caught stealing. That ends the inning. But how about a couple more runs? This Gastonia offense coming to life tonight against Nicolino. A solo homer for Jarrett, and a sac fly for De La Rosa. 4-0 Gastonia after 3. On to inning number 4. First pitch to Ben Aklinski. Fastball strike. Zach Mort now with a 4-0 advantage. Gastonia scored in each of the first 3 frames, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and a couple in the third. 0-1. High fly ball to center. In comes Jarrett. He makes the catch in right center fields. 1 down.
The designated hitter, number 22, Quincy Lattimore.
Mort's pitch count's pretty high after 2 innings, but it is certainly under control right now. Just over 50 pitches here in the 4th. Nicolino with a very interesting stat line. He struck out 6 Honey Hunters, hasn't walked a batter through 3, but he's allowed 4 runs on 7 hits. Grounded foul by Lattimore. Lattimore struck out looking against Mort to end the first inning. Oh, 1. Foul back, 0-2. Last night, the Honey Hunters scored just 1 run on 5 hits. Through 3 innings tonight, 4 runs on 7 hits. A must-win game for Gastonia so far. They're playing very well. They're outplaying High Point at this point. That's outside 1-2. Mort scoreless through 3 in the third. And Nicolino's thrown 63 pitches through 3. That's a high fly ball to center and deep. Jarrett back, has some room in front of the track. He makes the catch for out number 2. Couple plays made by Jarrett to begin the 4th inning. And that brings up Xander Wheel. Zach Mort looking for his 2nd perfect frame. Wheel popped out to 2nd in the 2nd. And he takes a curveball in there for strike 1. Mort trying to give his team length. Gastonia used 5 relievers last night. That's low. 1-1. Well, same score in the other game. It's Lancaster 4, Long Island 0. That's in the bottom of the 4th inning. This is off the plate, 2-1. Barnstormers, the reigning champs, trying to take a commanding 2-0 series lead over the Long Island Ducks. Mort's 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Next offering to the first baseman Wheel. Outside, and the count's full. On deck Taylor. Very few signs of life offensively for High Point thus far. A couple hits off Mort. Both hits resulted in runners getting into scoring position, but nobody's reached 3rd yet. Payoff, foul back. It'll be a payoff pitch for Mort to Wheel. And here it comes. Check swing, it was upstairs. He did go around, according to Bauer. I'm not sure about that one. Looked like he might have checked his swing, but Gastonia catches a break as Wheel is rung up by the first base ump. Perfect 4th for Mort. It's 4-0 Gastonia after 3.5 on the Honey Hunters Baseball Network.
Happy birthday, Mark Tiffany. Happy birthday, Wanda Carr. Got a group of birthday announced in a future game? Email us at least 48 hours in advance to be featured. Promotions at GoHoneyHunters.com. First baseman number 35, David.
While High Point manager Jamie Keefe was livid after that check swing call by Marty Bauer. Clearly looked like wheel held up, but it was called strike 3 by the first base ump. So on to the bottom of the fourth we go. Bottom of the order for Gastonia, starting off with David Washington. First pitch, inside corner, strike 1. Now Washington was batting when Davidson got caught stealing on the pickoff. 1-3-6. Nicolino to wheel to Grosjean. 0-1. Grounded on a hop to second. Long makes the play. 1 away. I want to give a shout out to someone very special to me. I'm celebrating my 2-year anniversary with my girlfriend, so I know she's listening right now. Just want to say, Zoe, I love you. And here's to many more. And hopefully she is cheering on the Honey Hunters as they are up 4-0 against High Point here in the fourth. Here's Kevin Santa with 1 out. First pitch, popped up foul. Behind the plate, Taylor runs over, but he runs out of room. Santa singled and stole in the second. Four runs on 7 hits for the Hunters. No runs on 2 hits for the Rockers. 0-1 in this lefty-lefty matchup. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes low. Martinez came charging in from third. And so did Wheel from first. Next offering. Breaking ball just misses inside. 2-1. A must-win game for the Hunters. So far, so good. They lead 4-0. 2-1. Lined right. Too long. Went down to his knees to make the catch. 2 down. Both plays of the inning made by the second baseman Long. That brings up Jake Hoover. Justin Nicolino looking for a 1-2-3-4. So far, he's given up at least 1 run in his first 3 innings pitched. Hoover struck out swinging in the second. First pitch here. That's grounded softly to the left side. It's fielded by Martinez. Throws to first. It's low, and it's in time. Nice play by Martinez going to his left and making a strong throw over the wheel. 1-2-3 down go the Hunters in the fourth. On to the fifth inning we go with Gastonia up by 4.
Number 13, Bo Taylor.
Fifth inning action here at the Gas House. Zach Mort facing Bo Taylor. First pitch, strike one. Taylor, Yo, and Martinez in the frame. Looks like High Point still arguing with Marty Bauer about that check swing call on Wheel that ends of the fourth inning. 0-1 to the lefty. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Taylor grounds it out to first. His first time up at bat. Mort coming off a 1-2-3 fourth inning. His 0-2. Caught on a missed strike three. Back-to-back Ks for Mort. And one out in the fifth. Fourth K of the day for the right-hander. Also 5 straight retired for Mort. And that brings up Daigong Yo. It's been a problem for Gastonia pitching so far. Worked a long at-bat against Mort before grounding out to short. It's in the second inning as he takes ball one outside. Next pitch. Skied foul the other way. The ball and a strike. Yo, originally from Taiwan, a 16-year veteran of the Japan Pacific League. Played for Lake Country last year. Pops that one up, foul territory, first base side, now to play. Strike two. And good numbers on the year. Hit 271, 793 OPS. 10 homers, 58 driven in. And reached base all 4 times last night. The 1-2. Grounded weakly to third. Charging is Hoover. It'll be a tough play. Bare hands and won't even make the throw. Infield single for Yo. And the Rockers have a runner on for Martinez. A swinging bunt by Dagongyo. And he reaches base for the 5th time this series. Here's Martinez. He flew out the other way to Davidson. His first time up. Fouls off the first pitch. I mentioned how Martinez, a former big leaguer. He was actually on that Cleveland team that faced off against the Chicago Cubs in the 2016 World Series. Next pitch, swing and a miss out in front of an off-speed pitch. 0-2. Not only was Martinez on that team, he made the last out of the World Series. A slow ground ball to Chris Bryant. And the long drought for the Cubs, that was off the bat of Martinez. 0-2. That's chopped to the right side, out of the reach of a diving Santa into right field. Around second, but staying there is Yo. It's a single for Martinez, back-to-back hits for High Point, and they're in business now for DJ Burt.
The center fielder, number 2, DJ Burt.
So through 4 innings, High Point mustered up just 2 hits off Mort. Now have 2 straight singles. And here's the 9-hitter Burt. Opening offering, misses high. Both hits were ground balls. So High Point just putting the ball in play. 1-0. Popped up foul the other way, 1-1. Burt flew out to right his first time up. Went 0 for 4 with the strikeout last night. Next pitch. Lined right center field. In comes De La Rosa. Makes the catch on the run. 2 down. So the 2 singles were soft ground balls. That one was a sharp line drive, but right at De La Rosa. Now 2 outs with 2 on for the leadoff hitter, Shed Long Jr. Long's 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up against Mort. First pitch to the lefty. High pop up. This should end the inning. Reinheimer under it. He makes the catch. That ends the frame. And Mort gets out of trouble. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We're halfway through this game, and it's 4-0 Gastonia. Top of the order for Gastonia in the bottom of the fifth, facing off against Nicolino. First pitch, up and outside to Jack Reinheimer. Reinheimer, Rogers, Jarrett, top three for the Hunters against Nicolino. So far, 5 scoreless innings for Zach Mort as Reinheimer takes low, 2-0. Reinheimer's 1 for 2, singled and scored in the first, and flew out to center to end the second. Lefties 2-0, grounded to third. Right there's Martinez, throws across the diamond in time, 1 away. Now here comes Jason Rogers, 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts looking against the southpaw. Let's see if Rogers changes his approach as the first pitch. Take him right down the middle for strike 1. Rogers loves taking pitches, just like Manea. I was talking to him before the game. He said everybody loves swinging at everything nowadays as he takes outside. And he was like, I hate striking out. .35-year-old designated hitter. Next pitch, chopped up the middle, backhanded by Long, throws across his body. It's in time. He knew he had time to get Rogers, and he made the play. 2 away.
The center fielder, number 11, Zach Jarrett.
2 up, 2 down. Also 6 straight retired for Nicolino. That brings up Jarrett. Zach Jarrett hit a solo homer last time up. Grounds that foul off third for strike 1. His solo shot was an opposite field homer. .01, swing and a miss, 0-2. Jarrett's Oppo Taco hit 378 feet, and just like Washington, 102 miles per hour off the bat. 0-2, that just misses below the knees. Nicolino was walking off the mound. Count now 1-2. Still 4 runs on 7 hits for Gastonia. No runs on 4 hits for High Point. Next pitch, way upstairs and outside. Went to the backstop. Taylor didn't even attempt to catch it. Count 2-2. Jarrett had really nice overall numbers in the 2023 season. 25 home runs, 90 RBIs. And now there's concern about Nicolino after that pitch that went all the way to the backstop. So Jamie Keefe, the manager, out to have a word with his lefty starter. And also Joe Geck, the athletic trainer, is out to have a word as well. So conference on the mound, and we'll see if Nicolino throws a warm-up pitch or two. Looks like he will. It is 4-0 Gastonia in the bottom of the 5th inning. RBI single by Manea in the first, solo homer by Washington in the second, a home run by Zach Jarrett in the third, and then a sacrifice fly the other way, hit by Eric De La Rosa. We'll resume play. Nicolino says he's good to go. So if you're wondering about Zach Mort, he has 77 pitches after 5. And nobody's warming up, so he will be out for the 6th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on Jarrett. Next pitch, misses low. Count now full on the center fielder. And Scott Manea is on deck. Nicolino trying to retire 7 Honey Hunters in a row. That's lined sharply foul down the third base line. And they will do it again. Next payoff to Jarrett. Taken low, ball 4. Jarrett's aboard with 2 down. And that passes the baton to Manea.
Catcher number 25, Scott Manea.
Manea is 2 for 2 against Nicolino. Pair of singles. One of them drove home Runheimer. And then he scored in the 3rd inning after a single as he takes strike 1. Manea now with 3 hits in the series. Throw to first, and Jarrett's back safely. (1-0). Lined left field, in comes Yo, plays it on a hop. Jarrett around second, he'll stay right there. It's another single for Manea. He is 3 for 3. And now 2 on for Davidson. Great job by Manea reaching out. It was over the outer edge. Reached out and pulled it into left fields. So Manea on first, Jarrett on second. With 2 outs for Braxton Davidson. Has a chance to break this game wide open with 1 swing of the bat. First offering. High fly ball, center fields and deep. Burt is back at the warning track, makes the catch just in front of the wall. Davidson just missed what would have been a 3-run homer. So Burt able to track it down. Ballpark held it in. And it's still 4-0 Hunters after 5.
The shortstop, number 10, Ryan Grote.
Well, Braxton Davidson hit a ball high and far, but DJ Burt able to track it down just in front of the center field wall. As we go to the 6th, Ryan Grotejohn lines a base hit into right field. De La Rosa cuts it off, fires in, and on the first pitch of the 6th inning, Grotejohn hits a leadoff single.
The right fielder, number 23, Ben Aklinski.
That was pitch number 78 for Mort. So his pitch count in fine shape, but bullpen starting to get loose for the Hunters. Here's the 3-hitter Ben Aklinski. First pitch, fastball, strike. Grotejohn a threat to steal. He swiped 28 out of 29 on the year. Caught stealing just once. Throw over to first, and Grotejohn's back safely. Aklinski's 1 for 2. He singled and stole in the first. Also flew out to Jarrett in the 4th. Grotejohn has a sizable lead. He goes. Pitch line, center field, right at Jarrett, who makes the catch. Grotejohn walks back to first. 1 away.
The designated hitter, number 22, Quincy Lattimore.
That brings up Lattimore. Cleanup hitter and DH, 0 for 2. Strikeout looking. Also a fly out to Jarrett. Let's see if Grotejohn goes again. He does. Pitch outside. Throw to second. It's not in time. It goes into shallow center field. But Grotejohn stays put at second. So a stolen base for the shortstop. Second stolen bag of the game for the Rockers off of Mort. Mort looks back at the runner. 1-0. Grounds to third. Hoover throws across the diamond on a hop. Scooped up by Washington. 2 down. And staying at second is Grotejohn.
The first baseman, number 40, Xander Wheel.
Here comes Xander Wheel. 2 straight retired by Mort after the Grotejohn single. Santa cheating toward the second base bag, trying to hold Grotejohn on. That's lined right at Hoover. What a catch! That was hard hit at the third baseman, and he fell to the ground while making the catch in the process. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and Ryan Grotejohn left in scoring position. We've played 5.5. It's still 4-0 Hunters here at the Gas House.
Attention Highlanders fans, another pitching change is being brought to you by the Simpson Group at Allen Tate Realty. If you're ready for a change, give Chad and his team a call. Now pitching for the Rockers is number 25, Jeremy Rhodes. Now batting for your Honey Hunters, your right fielder, number 8, Eric De La Rosa.
We're back here at Caramount Health Park where we have our first pitching change of the game. And it's made by the High Point Rockers. Coming on for Nicolino is the right-handed reliever Jeremy Rhodes. Rhodes will face De La Rosa, Washington, and Santa. First pitch cut on a missed by De La Rosa. Final line for Nicolino, not a great one. He allowed 4 runs in 5 innings, gave up 8 hits, walked 1, struck out 6. He certainly did settle down in the last couple innings. That's grounded left side. Nice play by Martinez to his left. Throws to first in time. 1 away.
First baseman, number 35, David Washington.
So now Rhodes on for the first time this series. And here are the numbers on the year for the 30-year-old right-hander. In 42 games, Rhodes was 8-2 with a 4.32 ERA. 23 walks, 61 Ks. And he did not pitch well against Gastonia as he deals the first pitch fastball strike to Washington. In 8 games against the Honey Hunters, Rhodes allowed 9 runs in 9 innings. That's off the plate, 1-1. Phenomenal start for Zach Moore, which is what Gastonia fans have become accustomed to seeing this year. That's grounded to second on a few hops. Long makes the play, 2 away.
Second baseman, number 2, Kevin Santa.
And brings up the second baseman, Kevin Santa. So far, 6 scoreless innings for Moore. He's thrown 83 pitches. So we'll see if he comes out for the 7th. I'd imagine he will. First pitch to Santa. Grounded to first on the backhand wheel, takes it himself. And 3 batters faced, 3 groundouts issued by Rhodes. On to the 7th inning we go in a 4-0 Gastonia lead. Welcome back to Caramount Health Park, where Zach Moore is on for his 7th inning. He's thrown 83 pitches and will face Taylor, Yo, and Martinez for the Rockers. Bo Taylor's 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout swinging against Moore. First pitch, outside. Mort has been great with his control and command, perfectly placing pitches. Hasn't walked a batter in the contest. Breaking ball check swing. He did go, according to Whitfield. Count now 1-1. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Got him on a fastball, 1-2. Well, Nicolino certainly settled down toward the end of his outing, and Jeremy Rhodes pitched a 1-2-3 sixth. But the Gastonia offense has done enough to have a 4-0 lead. That's cut on a miss, strike 3. One batter faced during the 7th, 1K for Mort. Strikeout number 5.
The left fielder, number 1, Gastonia.
Strikeouts number 4 and 5 for Mort. Both of them against Bo Taylor. That brings up Daigong Yo, 1 for 2, singled a couple frames ago. First pitch, curveball strike. Oh, 1. Breaking ball's low and away. Now, if Gastonia does win tonight, if they hold on to this 4-0 lead, Honey Hunter fans should feel very good about Game 3. I'll tell you why after this 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball just low, 2-1. The Honey Hunters will have Brett Daniels on the hill, and he's thrown 10 scoreless innings against High Point this year. Season ERA in general, 2.18. Daniels has been phenomenal. That's a called strike, 2-2 on the O. Daniels has allowed 1 run in his past 18 innings pitched. So he's been great. They'll need him to be great on Friday night. 2-2. Fastball's upstairs, the count full. On deck, Martinez. Going for the Rockers will be Mickey Janis. Last outing against Gastonia, he was spectacular. So he's been great this year as well. Mort's next offering in the dirt. Ball 4, and Yo is on for the 2nd time tonight. In the 6th time this series.
The third baseman, number 19, Marco Martinez.
It'll be very interesting to see how much longer Mort goes for. He's now over 90 pitches. And there is action in the Gastonia pen. Here's the lefty Martinez, 1 on, 1 out. Runner goes. First pitch in there for strike 1, throw to second, not in time. Stolen base for Yo. And that's big because it takes away the potential ground ball double play. An 0-1 count on Martinez. The pitch, strike 2. That was right down the middle. It's the lefty Nick Wells warming up in the pen. He pitched the 8th last night. Retired at the top of the order, in order. That misses high, 1-2. So we'll see if Wells either comes in this inning or comes on for the 8th, the 2nd straight night. Yo leads off of 2nd. Mort's 1-2 to Martinez. Foul back. That was a fastball right down the middle. Martinez got a piece to stay alive. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning in Lancaster. It's 4-1 Barnstormers over the Ducks. Lancaster trying to take a 2-0 series lead, whereas here, Gastonia trying to even the series up at a game apiece. That's low. 2-2. One thing you do not want to do is walk Martinez. On deck, DJ Bird, and then the top of the Rockers order. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. It was foul tipped into the mitt of Manea. Great job by him holding on. 2 away. Strikeout number 6 for Mort. And now out goes Gazzo. Let's see if he makes a pitching change or if he's just talking things over with Mort. Right now, Wells still throwing in the bullpen. So this might just be a conversation between Gazzo, Mort, and the infields. And indeed it is. So Mort stays in the game to face DJ Burt. Gazzo likely told him to get one more batter, because on deck is the leadoff hitter Long. Runner on second, 2 down for DJ Burt. Couple balls caught by De La Rosa in right so far. Off the bat of Burt. First pitch to him here in the 7th. Cut on and tipped into the mitt of Manea. That was pitch number 100 delivered by Mort. Number 101 is a breaking ball low. Mort trying to go 7 scoreless. Runner goes, got a huge jump. Pitch is low, there won't be a throwdown. That's an easy stolen base for Yo. So he stole second, now he swipes third. Right now, Mort just cares about DJ Burt. 2-1. That's on the outside corner for strike 2. Looked like Burt did not like that call. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A 4-0 Honey Hunter lead. Zach Mort trying to go through 7 innings. He's already over 100 pitches. His next one, foul back. Gastonia got a great outing from Gunnar Cons last night. And so far getting an even better one out of Mort. Here comes the next 2-2, way upstairs, and the count's full. Once again, on deck is Long. This is likely going to be the last batter Mort faces regardless. Payoff pitch. That's in there for strike 3. Fastball at the knees. What a performance by Zach Mort as he gets a nice hand from the Gastonia crowd. 7 scoreless innings for the strikeout king of the Atlantic League. Still 4-0, and it's time to stretch in Gastonia.
baseman number 4, Jake.
We stretched, now we're back. Bottom of the 7th inning. And the last hitter in the Gastonia order faces off against Jeremy Rhodes on for a second inning of work. First pitch taken inside by Jake Hoover. Hoover, Reinheimer, and Rogers in the frame. Rhodes with a 6-pitch, 6th inning. Got 3 groundouts, and now on for the 7th. That's grounded, base hit, left field. A sharp ground ball into left by Hoover, and he's aboard to start off the frame.
Shortstop number 1, Jack Reinheimer.
Gastonia trying to add to its 4-0 advantage. That is likely all we'll see of tonight from Mort. And he has thrown 106 pitches, 7 scoreless frames. So Guscazzo will likely go to his bullpen for the 8th and 9th. Hoover on first for Reinheimer. First pitch, swing and a miss. The shortstop's 1 for 3 tonight with a run scored. 0-1. Cut on and missed, 0-2. I count 0-2 on Reinheimer. See if Hoover tries to steal. He stays put. Pitch in there for strike 3, right down the middle. So Reinheimer down looking. 1 away. First K for Rhodes.
Designated hitter number 23, Jason Rogers.
Here is Jason Rogers. He has struggled so far in the playoffs. He's 0 for 7 with 2 strikeouts, both of them tonight against Nicolino. Runner goes. Pitch a strike. Throw to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Jake Hoover. And he is in scoring position. Third stolen base of the game for Gastonia off High Point pitching. Oh, 1. That's chopped to third. Martinez Fields throws the first inside, and Hoover has to stay put at second. So another 0 for 4 night for Rogers, and that brings up Jarrett. Great game for Zach Jarrett. A home run and a walk. And he has another RBI opportunity. First offering from Rhodes. Strike 1 at the knees. Hoover's single was the 9th Gastonia hit of the game. Next, offering a high fly ball to right. Back at the warning track is Aklinski, and he makes the catch right in front of the wall. That ball had a lot of carry to it, but Aklinski made the play to end the frame. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and Hoover left in scoring position. On to inning number 8. Hunter still up 4-0.
Attention Highlanders fans, another pitching change being brought to you by the Center Group and Alexander Realty. If you're ready for change, give Chad and his team a call. Now pitching for your Highlanders is number 32, Nick Wells. The second baseman, number 3, Chad Jr.
For the second straight night, Nick Wells coming on in the 8th inning to face the top of the Rockers order. Last night, he retired them 1-2-3. First pitch to Shed Long, taken inside. He got Long to ground out, got Grotjohn to fly out, and struck out Aklinski. Let's see what happens tonight as that pitch misses off the plate. 2-0. A spectacular outing by Zach Mort. That pitch, a strike. 7 shutout innings for the right-hander. Allowed 5 hits, walked 1, and K'd 7. 2-1, fastball strike, 2-2. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Pitch was downstairs, it was an off speed, and he went down to chase it. One batter faced, 1 K for Wells. Wells had an ERA under 3 this season. He's primarily been the 8th inning man. First pitch, a strike to Ryan Grotjohn. For the 9th, it's usually been Graham Spraker for Gastonia. We'll see if they also use him 2 nights in a row. That's grounded foul, 0-2. Wells works really fast, unlike Zach Mort. Mort works very slow, takes a while between each pitch, whereas Wells catches the ball and then immediately gets on the rubber and fires in. Grotjohn had to burn a timeout. He's in an 0-2 hole, trying to slow things down. Next offering. Popped up, foul territory, third base side. Hoover runs over. Let's see if he has room in front of the dugout. He does not have room as it makes the seats. Grotjohn's 1 for 3 tonight, singled and stole in his last plate appearance. Next 0-2 from Wells. That's grounded up the middle. Be a tough play for Reinheimer to his left. Throws to first. It's in time. Nice stretch by Washington to his right. 2 up, 2 down. And here comes Ben Aklinski. Nice play on both ends by Reinheimer, the shortstop, and Washington, the first baseman. Opening offering to Aklinski is low. The right fielder's 1 for 3. Couple balls caught by Jarrett. That just misses inside. Count 2-0. Next pitch, this is low, 3-0 on deck Lattimore. This inning belongs to Wells, so nobody warming up in the Gastonia pen. Next pitch, right down the middle for strike 1. (3-1), misses low, ball 4, and High Point has a 2-out base runner. That brings up Quincy Lattimore. He's 0 for 3 with the punch out. Opening offering. Just misses off the plate. Klinsky stole after he singled back in the first. We'll see if he tries to run on Wells. His team down 4-0. That's grounded foul off third. Nice barehand scoop by Jamie Keefe. 1-1. Gastonia outscoring High Point 4-0, out hitting them 9-5. One from the southpaw. Grounded to third. Backing up Hoover. It's a foul ball. It was just over the line. It was fouled by Whitfield. Count now 1-2. Wells trying to pitch a scoreless eighth for the second consecutive game. Grounded sharply foul into the Gastonia bullpen. And they'll do it again. Here comes the 1-2. High fly ball, shallow left. Reinheimer backtracks into the outfield to make the catch. And that ends the inning. Gastonia 3 defensive outs away from evening this series up at a game apiece. We'll be right back on the Honey Hunters Baseball Network.
Attention, Honey Hunter stands. Another pitching change being brought to you by the Simpson Group at Alexander Realty. If you're ready for a change, get Chad and his team involved. Now pitching for the Rockers is number 29, Sam Selman. Selman, the new pitcher for High Point. Catcher number 25, Scott Monea.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Scott Monea leads off for the Hunters. First pitch, strike one at the knees. New pitcher for High Point is the lefty Sam Selman. Third pitcher used by the Rockers. Monea's 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Takes up and away, 1-1. He hit an RBI single in the first, singled and scored in the third, and also got a knock in the fifth. Takes inside 2-1. In 29 games in the regular season, Selman had no record, a 2.79 ERA, 21 walks, 38 Ks. 4.1 scoreless innings against Gastonia. That's outside 3-1. Let's see if Manet can get on for a fourth time tonight. And he will. Pitch inside. 3 singles and now a walk for the Gastonia backstop. Here comes Braxton Davidson, but not before Pedro Gonzalez will be out to pinch run for Manea.
Your attention, please. Now pinch running for the Honey Hunters is number 19, Pedro Gonzalez.
Gonzalez pinch ran last night as well. So Gonzalez, the designated pinch runner, he'll be in for this inning and this inning alone, and Manet will be able to catch in the 9th. First pitch to Davidson, outside. The lefty slugger came feet shy of what would have been a 3-run homer to center field. Burt had his back practically on the wall. 1-0, big swing and a foul back. The lefty is 1 for 3, singled in the 3rd inning. Warming up in the bullpen, Graham Spraker. So it looks like Spraker will be used for the 9th inning for the 2nd straight game, just like Wells was used for the 8th. Throw over to first, and back safely is Gonzalez. Now Gonzalez only has 6 stolen bases on the year, but he is a great base runner, has a lot of speed. Next offering, fastball high. And Taylor looked to first immediately after he caught it. So Gonzalez clearly in the heads of Selman and Taylor. The 2-1, outside 3-1. On deck, De La Rosa. Jeremy Rhodes with a great outing. Perfect 6th, and then faced 4 batters in the 7th. 2 scoreless frames for the right-handed reliever. And now Selman on for the 8th. His 3-1 runner goes. Pitch inside, ball 4. Selman has walked the first 2 Honey Hunters here in the 8th. Out goes the pitching coach, Frank Viola, to talk things over with Selman. And Chuck Stewart, the hitting coach for Gastonia, having a conversation with Pedro Gonzalez. So it's 4-0 Gastonia. It'll be at least a 4-0 lead heading into the 9th inning, where it looks like it'll be Graham Spraker getting the ball again. And here is who he will face. Xander Wheel, Bo Taylor, and Dai Gong Yo. It'll be 5, 6, 7 for High Point. So the bottom half of their order against the Gastonia closer. But first, the Honey Hunters look to add an insurance run or 2. As here is De La Rosa, runners on first and second, nobody out. De La Rosa's 0 for 2 with the sac fly. First pitch, swing and a miss. High Point expecting the bunt as they are in at the corners. But De La Rosa was not showing bunt on the first pitch. Oh, 1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Now he is almost certainly not bunting. So the corners back up a bit. Davidson on first, Gonzalez on second. The bottom of the 8th inning, Gastonia looking to add to a 4-0 advantage. Selman's 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? He did. Rung up by Pinzone. So Selman gets De La Rosa on 3 pitches as De La Rosa has some words for Pinzone after he was rung up. 1 down in the 8th. That brings up David Washington. A home run and a couple ground outs to second for the lefty. First offering outside. Washington hit Gastonia's first home run of the 2023 postseason. And then Jarrett followed up with the Honey Hunters' second an inning later. Big swing and a miss, 1-1. It was 4-0 after 3, and that's where we stand right now. One in this lefty-lefty matchup. Fastball just misses outside. 2-1. The infield's, for the most part, shifting. But Martinez playing close to third because of the runner on second. But Wheel playing on the first base line. Long playing closer to first than he is to second. And Grotjean playing just to the left of the second base bag. Wide hole on the left side of the infields. Next pitch. Swung on and foul back. Count now full. It'll be a payoff delivery from Selman to Washington. Here it comes. Foul back. And they will do it again. Washington had 6 home runs in 9 games played against High Point in the regular season. And now 1 home run in 2 games in the postseason. Next 3-2. Outside, ball 4. And Selman has walked, the bases loaded here in the 8th. Here comes Kevin Santa. Santa has great numbers with the bases loaded this year. He hit 4 for 11, that's 364, with 1 grand slam and 10 RBIs. First pitch, strike 1 on the upper part of the zone. Washington, Davidson, and Gonzalez, the runners. Gastonia looking to break things open. Bases loaded with 1 out. Next pitch, fouled away, 0-2. On deck is Jake Hoover, if Santa's unable to drive anyone home. Corners playing on the grass. Middle infielders playing double play depth. And timeout is called. Santa's 1 for 3 in the contest. 0-2. That's chopped to second. Long goes home. The throw's in time, and that's all they'll get. So a 4-2 fielder's choice. Nice play by Long. And now 2 away. Bases remain loaded for Jake Hoover. So here is Hoover. A chance for him in the clutch. First pitch. Outside. Hoover had rough numbers against High Point in the regular season. In 9 games against them, hit 125, OPS just over 300. Pitch inside, it gets away, it hits him. The pitch hits Hoover, and that'll bring home a run, but more importantly, hopefully Hoover's all right. He gets up, he walks to first, Davidson scores, and that makes it 5-0 Gastonia. Now comes Jamie Keefe. We'll see if he makes a pitching change. Did not look like it hit Hoover immediately because he went down. The pitch went to the backstop, but it certainly caught him. And he is now on first, and he gets the RBI. Pitching change here in Gastonia as Jamie Keefe takes the ball from Selman. We'll be right back here at Caramon Health Park.
Pitching for the Rockers is number 45, Kyle Halball.
Kyle Halbone is the new High Point pitcher, and he faces Jack Reinheimer with the bases loaded and 2 outs. A 5-0 Honey Hunters lead. So Selman out, Halbone in. First pitch. High pop-up. Shallow right center. In comes Aklinski. He shrugs but makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Gastonia scores an insurance run on the Hoover hit-by pitch. Good job by Halbone to get out of the inning. Now in comes Graham Spraker. He looks to shut the door on High Point and help Gastonia even the series at a game apiece. Can he do it? Find out next on the Honey Hunters Baseball Network.
Please, now pitching for Gastonia, number 9, Graham Spraker. First baseman, number 40, Samuel Wheel.
On to inning number 9. Graham Spraker on for the Honey Hunters. He will face Wheel, Taylor, and Yo. Obviously not a save situation. Team is up 5-0. Still trying to get the last 3 outs. First pitch to Wheel, foul back. Spraker pitched a scoreless 9th last night. He walked Wheel and gave up a single to Yo. Only 2 base runners he allowed. Right-handers 0-1. Fastball just misses off the plate. 1-1. Wheels 0 for 3. Pop out, strikeout, and a line out. Nice catch made by Hoover at third. That's slow and away, 2-1. Five runs on 9 hits for the Hunters. No runs on 5 hits for the Rockers. Spraker's 2-1. Breaking ball strike. Now when you look at High Point's bullpen, it's really the same guys the entire year. Ryan Dole's been the closer since last year. Jamison McGrain's had a phenomenal season. Sam Selman's been great for a while. It's really the same names throughout the whole year. That's grounded on a hop. Nice snag by Ronheimer. Throw to first in time. 1 away. Nice play by the Gastonia shortstop.
The catcher, number 13, Bo Taylor.
The difference between High Point and Gastonia is that for the Honey Hunters, the bullpen has had a lot of turnover throughout the entire season. Started off where Jamie Schultz was the closer. Was 9 out of his first 9 save opportunities. Then Brian Blanton was the closer for a bit. And it was Sam Freeman. First pitch chopped to first. Washington backs up, flips to Spraker. It's in time. And High Point is down to its final out. Well, now the closing responsibilities have fallen upon Graham Spraker, and he is an out away from evening this series up. Standing in his way, Tai Gong Yo. Fans chanting one more. First pitch, fastball strike. Spraker's 0-1. That just misses high. 1-1. Next offering. Swing and a miss. And Spraker is a strike away. Crowd on their feet making noise. Here comes the 1-2. It's outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Spraker's next pitch. Taken upstairs, a check swing, he did not go. And the count is full. On deck, Michael Martinez. Crowd is roaring here at the Gas House. Payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. And this game stays alive. Tai Gong Yo on for the 3rd time tonight. That brings up Martinez. First pitch to the lefty Martinez. Taken upstairs. Martinez wanted to call timeout late because Spraker was at a long set, but he was not granted a timeout either way. He was taken high for ball 1. Yo leads off of first. Next pitch, inside 2-0. Next offering, runner goes, pitch a strike, and Yo will take second because of defensive indifference. Spraker with great numbers in his 13 regular season games. A 2.08 ERA. 6 for 7 in save opportunities. That's inside the count, 3-1. Good thing is, even though Spraker is starting to lose control a little bit, he has a 5-0 lead to work with. Next pitch, fouled off the other way. Once again, the Rockers are down to their final strike. Two outs. Spraker trying to end this game. Here comes the pitch. Popped up behind the plate. Manea gives it a look, but it makes the seats. Yo was running on the pitch. He will retreat to second. Game 3 will be on Friday night, 6:35 start time. Day off tomorrow. Spraker's next payoff. High fly ball, deep right field down the line. If it's fair, it's gone. And it is gone. A 2-run homer for Michael Martinez. High Point's on the board. It's now 5-2 Gastonia. That was a monster shot for Martinez. It was just a question of whether it was going to stay fair, and it did. Hunter's still up by 3, still 1 out away. And here's DJ Burt. So the Rockers offense has some life. Toronto rally. First pitch, breaking ball strike. That's cut on a missed. Once again, Spraker 1 strike away. The pitch. Breaking ball just missing inside. Certainly seems like that got the corner, but called a ball by Pinzone. 1-2. Inside. Burke gets out of the way. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 5-2 Gastonia leads over High Point. Next pitch. Foul tipped off the netting, so Burt just stays alive. Next 2-2. Misses outside, 3-2. Great job by these Rockers hitters being very patient against Spraker, trying to put a rally together. Spraker has thrown 25 pitches in the frame. In his 26th, outside ball 4, and Burt reaches 3 straight base runners for High Point, and now Manea wants a word with his closer. Same thing with Goose Gazzo. It was 5-0 entering the inning. And now the tying run is on deck. So Gazzo talking things over with his closer, Brian Blanton, warming up in the bullpen. Thanks to everyone for tuning into this edition of Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball on Flow Sports and WGNC. Noah Epstein coming to you live from Caramon Health Park, where Gastonia is looking to even up a best-of-5 series at a game apiece. Rockers took game one, winning by a final score of 3-1. Now Gastonia leads 5-2. They're one out away, but High Point is rallying off Graham Spraker. Here's the leadoff hitter, Shed Long. First pitch, runner goes. It's inside. And Burt takes second base. That's going to be defensive indifference. 1-0. Low and inside. Long fell down to his knees. The count 2-0. So Spraker really struggling here in the ninth inning. 2 walks issued and the 2-run homer hit by Martinez. Next pitch. There's a strike, 2-1. We haven't really seen Spraker have control issues this year. Two-one to the lefty. Inside, 3-1. Spraker's a pitch away from bringing up the tying run. And that would be Ryan Grotjohn, who has had sensational numbers against Gastonia this season. 3-1, inside, ball 4. And here comes Grotjohn as the tying run. Three walks issued in the frame by Spraker. Now out goes Gazzo, and in comes Brian Blanton. So Blanton will try to play hero tonight as he comes on to try to get the final out. Grotjohn will come up to the plate as the tying run when we come back on the Honey Hunters Baseball Network. In comes Brian Blanton to try to get the final out of the ninth. Standing in his way is the lefty Ryan Grotjohn. Long on first, Burt on second. It's now a 5-2 game after the Martinez 2-run homer. Every fan here at the ballpark on their feet. Blanton's first pitch to Grotjohn. Fastball just missing low. Blanton pitched last night, got the final 2 outs of the 7th inning. 1-0, foul back 1-1. So Spraker unable to get the job done. He allowed 2 runs, walked 3, just gave up 1 hit, and that was the Martinez homer. Grotjohn's 1 for 4, singled in the 6th inning. 1-1. Misses way upstairs, 2-1. Now, I said we have not seen Spraker struggle with his control this year. We certainly have seen Blanton struggle with control. He's behind the count, 2-1. Next pitch, foul back. And once again, Gastonia is a strike away. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 outs. A 5-2 Honey Hunter lead. The pitch, foul back, and we'll do it again. Including the regular season, Blanton pitching in game number 59. More than any other pitcher. Next 2-2, way upstairs, and the count's full. Pitch away from walking, the bases loaded for Beniklinski. Here comes Blanton's payoff. Runners go, pitch upstairs, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Klinsky. 4th walk issued by Gastonia pitching this inning. So now the tying run on first, the go-ahead run at the plate in Klinsky. First offering, foul back. Klinsky drove in 102 runs over the course of the regular season. Swings and misses at a high fastball. Count 0-2. Brian Blanton is a strike away. Bases are loaded with rockers. Top of the 9th inning. Honey Hunters clinging to a 3-run lead. 0-2. High fly ball, shallow center. In comes Jarrett. He has room, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Gastonia hangs on and wins 5-2. A dramatic ending, but the Honey Hunters hold on and even this series up at a game apiece. 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors for Gastonia. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for High Point. It is now a 1-1 series tie in this best of 5. First team to 3 moves on to the Atlantic League Championship Series. And game 3 will be in High Point. So Gastonia wins 5-2. Post-game coverage coming up next on the Honey Hunters Baseball Network.